In this video, we will talk about the history of Hollywood, how movies became America's favorite pastime. The history of Hollywood is a fascinating story of how movies became one of America's favorite pastimes. From humble beginnings to becoming the center of the global film industry, Hollywood has shaped the way we watch, enjoy, and think about movies. Let's explore how Hollywood grew into the entertainment capital of the world, and how movies became such an important part of American culture. The early days of Hollywood. Hollywood's story begins in the late 1800s and early 1900s. At that time, movies were a new invention, and people were just starting to experiment with this exciting form of entertainment. The first movies were short, silent, and often shown in small theaters or even on the sides of buildings. These early films were simple, but they captured people's imaginations. In the early 1900s, filmmakers began looking for places to make movies. They needed sunny weather, diverse landscapes, and space to build sets. Southern California, with its warm climate and varied scenery, was the perfect location. Hollywood, a small neighborhood in Los Angeles, quickly became a hub for filmmakers. The rise of silent films. During the 1910s and 1920s, silent films were the heart of Hollywood. These movies had no spoken dialogue, so actors relied on exaggerated gestures, facial expressions, and title cards to tell the story. To enhance the experience, live music was played in theaters, helping to set the mood and bring the films to life. Silent films were simple but powerful, capturing the imagination of audiences and making movies a popular form of entertainment. This era also saw the rise of some of the most iconic silent film stars. Actors like Charlie Chaplin, known for his lovable tramp character, Mary Pickford, often called America's Sweetheart, and Buster Keaton, famous for his daring stunts and deadpan humor, became household names. Their talent and charisma drew huge crowds to theaters, making them some of the first true movie stars. At the same time, major film studios like Paramount, Warner Bros., and MGM were founded. These studios played a key role in shaping Hollywood into the center of the film industry. They built large production facilities, developed new filmmaking techniques, and created a system for producing and distributing movies. This laid the foundation for the Hollywood we know today, setting the stage for the golden age of cinema in the decades to come. In short, the silent film era was a time of creativity and innovation. It introduced the world to unforgettable stars, established Hollywood as the home of movies, and paved the way for the future of filmmaking. The Golden Age of Hollywood. The 1930s to the 1950s are known as the Golden Age of Hollywood, a time when movies became bigger, more glamorous, and more popular than ever. This era was defined by several key developments that shaped the film industry and American culture. First, the introduction of sound revolutionized movies. In 1927, the first talkie, The Jazz Singer, was released. Audiences loved hearing actors speak and sing, and silent films quickly faded away. This innovation opened up new possibilities for storytelling and made movies even more engaging. Second, the studio system dominated Hollywood. A few major studios, like MGM, Warner Bros., and Paramount, controlled almost every aspect of movie making. They owned the studios, equipment, and even the actors, who were often under long-term contracts. This system produced some of the most iconic films and stars in history, creating a golden era of creativity and success. Third, Hollywood became synonymous with glitz and glamour. Movie stars like Clark Gable, Marilyn Monroe, and Audrey Hepburn were seen as larger-than-life figures, admired by millions. The Academy Awards, or Oscars, were introduced in 1929 to celebrate the best films and performances, adding to Hollywood's prestige. Finally, this era gave us many of the classic films we still love today. Movies like Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, and The Wizard of Oz were made during this time, setting the standard for storytelling, acting, and filmmaking. In short, the Golden Age of Hollywood was a time of innovation, glamour, and unforgettable movies. It cemented Hollywood's place as the heart of the film industry and left a lasting legacy that continues to influence movies today. The impact of World War II. World War II had a significant impact on Hollywood. During the war, movies became a powerful tool to boost morale and support the war effort. Many films were patriotic, featuring themes of heroism and unity, and encouraging Americans to contribute to the cause. Stars like Bob Hope and Betty Grable played a key role by entertaining troops overseas, bringing a sense of comfort and joy to soldiers far from home. After the war, Hollywood entered a new era of creativity and innovation. Filmmakers began exploring more complex stories and experimenting with new techniques. This period also saw the rise of international cinema and a shift in audience tastes, leading to a golden age of filmmaking that pushed the boundaries of storytelling and artistry. World War II not only shaped the content of movies during the 1940s, but also set the stage for Hollywood's evolution in the decades that followed. The rise of television and changing times. In the 1950s and 1960s, Hollywood faced a new challenge: television. As more families bought TVs, fewer people went to the movies. To compete, Hollywood started making bigger, more spectacular films. This was the era of epic movies like Ben-Hur and Cleopatra, as well as musicals like The Sound of Music. At the same time, the old studio system began to break down. Actors and directors gained more freedom, and new kinds of films emerged. The 1960s and 1970s saw the rise of independent films and directors like Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese, who brought fresh ideas to Hollywood. Blockbusters and modern Hollywood. The late 1970s marked the beginning of the blockbuster era. Movies like Jaws and Star Wars became huge hits, drawing massive audiences and making millions of dollars. Studios realized they could make a lot of money by focusing on big-budget, high-concept films. Today, Hollywood is known for its blockbusters, especially superhero movies and franchises like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. At the same time, independent films and streaming platforms like Netflix have given filmmakers new ways to tell stories. Hollywood's cultural impact. Hollywood has had a huge impact on American culture and the world. Movies have shaped how we see ourselves and others, and they've influenced fashion, music, and even language. Hollywood has also been a place where important social issues are explored, from civil rights to environmentalism. However, Hollywood has faced criticism over the years for issues like lack of diversity, unfair treatment of workers, and the way it portrays certain groups. In recent years, there has been a push for more representation and inclusivity in films. The future of Hollywood. As technology continues to evolve, so does Hollywood. Advances in CGI, computer-generated imagery, and virtual reality are changing how movies are made and watched. Streaming services are also transforming the industry, allowing people to watch movies at home instead of going to theaters. Despite these changes, one thing remains the same. People love movies. Whether it's a big-budget blockbuster or a small independent film, movies continue to captivate audiences and tell stories that inspire, entertain, and challenge us. The history of Hollywood is a story of creativity, innovation, and cultural impact. From silent films to blockbusters, Hollywood has shaped the way we experience movies and made them a central part of American life. While the industry has faced challenges and changes over the years, its ability to tell stories and connect with audiences ensures that Hollywood will remain a vital part of our culture for years to come. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.